All right, hey guys, welcome back to another edition of My Business Navigator. So I've got a lot of questions, or I should rather say I've seen a lot of questions in the Facebook site. What are the different containers? And I'm having issues changing some backgrounds on a couple things, and it all boils down to kind of not understanding all of the elements in the hierarchy of how everything is contained in GroovePages. So we're going to go into that here just a little bit, but first the intro. Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to My Business Navigator. Once again, I am Antonio. I'm happy to be here to show you another great trick, tip, if you will, kind of show you around GroovePages here a little bit. I know that I've been talking a lot about this product, but getting right into what we're talking about. Actually, I should say before we get into what we're talking about, do me a favor. There's that subscribe button down there. Hit that subscription button as well as that notification bell, so this way you get notified every time I put out another great product for your viewing pleasure. So with that said, guys, if you find any value with it, of course, give me a thumbs up if you would, and share it to anybody that might be struggling with this little bit. I've been finding on the Facebook page that there's been a lot of this going back and forth, and hopefully it's going to be something that will help you out and help you kind of advert in your journey. I know that I get tripped up on it quite a bit. So what I'm working with here is GroovePages. I'm inside GroovePages. I just threw something together. This is not actually a product. It's a PLR. I'm just testing out some things. I made it as a product. I put my checkout page right here. This is actually a checkout container. So what we're talking about is the hierarchy of our elements. So the great thing that GroovePages does is when you're selecting an element, make sure I have it. Yep, you can see it here on the bottom. It shows you the hierarchy of where we are looking at. So, you know, of course, you start from the macro. You got the body and then the block container, and then inside the container you have a layout, which is a 2x2, so two section layout, and then another container on the inside, and then a list icon, which is your lists, and then finally your text and nothing down below. Now, a lot of us would just click here and think, okay, I'm going to change the color for that entire background. So you go, you select your color. I'm just picking a random color that looks horrible, but you know, I'm looking at that color, but wait a minute, it's not going over here. What's going on? This is not what I want. So, you know, we go back and we take out the color. We try to select over here, and it, you know, you kind of look. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. I think I got it. Yes. So I go over here. I'm like, all right. So I got the whole thing highlighted. Let me go ahead and I don't want to say highlighted, because if you really look at it closely, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, I really didn't have the whole thing highlighted. I just had this little section here. What is going on? Well, if I were to look down below, I'm just at the FACon. Fad-con. Okay. I think that's short for favicon or icon, or but really that's all that I have selected, is that the particular element right there. So let's go ahead and just nix that out, take the color out. And if I wanted to actually, you see how I just clicked on list icon, and it actually highlighted in green that entire section right there. Now this time, if I want to go and change the color to that, I don't know why we would do this independently. It's just something that I chose because of the fact of how the nesting works on this particular item. I happen to be right there. Now, I also have, and it's in great relationship to the item right below, which a lot of people have issues with, is the integration. Okay, the integration container. Let me see here. Yeah, the integration component. You see here that this is actually an active campaign component, right? So this active campaign component, if I have this selected, now I can actually select for an integration with my active campaign, and then from there I can select it to go to a particular list with a tag, and redirect, choose if I want my prospect, new client, to be redirected to a certain page if they might have signed up for a free booklet or something, right? So, but a lot of people, including myself when I first started, because I came from another funnel builder that, you know, basically clicked on it and your integration was included right here. And the other item that we have to get used to, coming from a different funnel builder or page builder, is that there was only one submit. Well, with GroovePages, you can have multiple submits that send people multiple different places and leave the page, but yet have that one submit, or have multiple submits to say, I could have this for a booklet. I could have another one. I could duplicate this. Okay. See, I'm going to undo that duplication because I duplicated just this element. In actuality, for demonstrations, I wanted to duplicate the active campaign component. So now I could place this active campaign component. I'm just going to drop it up here, I guess. So I'll drop it right there. So say up here you can get a, you know, free discount on this book, where down at this one it could be you're subscribing for a newsletter, right? And of course I can change the name and what that particularly means, and I'm going to show you how to do that here in just a second. Now, with that said, other funnel builders may not allow you to do that. You basically have one submit that's going to capture the email, name, and address and send you out to whatever page that you particularly want, where this powerful funnel builder, page builder, will allow multiple 5-6 different, if you really have that many different call to actions and directions for your clients to go. But I would only maybe recommend 2 at max. You really want to funnel. The purpose of a funnel is to make the client steer them towards a particular direction. So if you want them to get a free PDF or something that will be included with this, in addition to buying, I don't know, here we could have a newsletter they can opt into before buying, and just have this subscribe, configure it so that they will not go anywhere once they no redirect. Now, with that said, though, is one thing that I wanted to note is if I wanted to say, okay, name, what I normally would do, or what I have done here for my testing so far, is I've renamed this as first name, because I have active campaign, and my list, you know, my active campaign has, I believe, first name, last name, and full name as a 3 different items. I don't know if it just has name in itself, so I name it first name. Usually that's what somebody's going to put in, and this way it will just link directly to the database and I don't have to worry. And I would put that right here, right in this spot. Now, another thing that you probably want to do, you do not want your customers to be putting in nothing in the email, nothing in the name, hitting the subscribe to go to get the free product that you're giving away without actually giving you their email address to sign up for your list, so you're able to follow up with them as an affiliate marketer. That is our lifeblood. I would definitely add validation role, input type, email, and that input cannot be empty. I would definitely click this. Go through these couple steps for your email, and you just click on this block. See the input block, click on that input block. I want to see something. If I click on the name input block, and this just kind of came to me. Okay, so it will be, my input type should be text only. So if they put numbers into this block, then I know something's weird. And since it's a name, I should be receiving a name. A first name, preferably. I should not be seeing any numbers. I don't personally know anybody's first name that has numerals in it, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you happen to know somebody on that, please let me know. Comment down below, because that could disqualify them from my products if I were to do that. Which is I would definitely probably recommend for other people, because sometimes you'll have individuals, nefarious individuals, put in a fake email and fake name, and well, that's why we say go check your email box that you just gave us, and it supplies a link for you right there where you need to go. So with that said, one other option too is these. I believe that their checkout is the best name from. Yeah, checkout embeds. The checkout embeds, for one reason or another, and this is something that I found personally, and hopefully GroovePages and GrooveFunnels will make this a little bit easier. Is when I made this as a multiple step payment process instead of one single form, where the form would actually be pretty long and the customer would fill everything out on the first page, where here, as it being a multiple page, okay, well, on this first step, they enter in your name and email address, and then they continue over to billing. The great thing about the multiple step is it allows us to have just the name, or capture the name and email. So if they abandoned the cart later on and they don't follow through with the payment process at the very end, what'll happen is we have that name and email already captured, and now we can follow up with them. Hey, by the way, don't know if you know, but you left your cart abandoned right there. You didn't follow through and finish. Did you want us to proceed with that? Okay, and kind of follow up with them in a gentle way with that later. But when I did this, it makes it kind of difficult to select. I'm actually clicking right now. You see, I just clicked over here and over on the column next to it, or container next to it, just next to it, and it has the text there, and then my container and the layout 2x2. But when I click right on the surface, I'm not getting anything. Now you see how it went there. I had to click off actually to the right side, and I guess it would be the margin space. And now you see that I have access to change my checkout information, and it is also confirmed here at the bottom, my block container layout, and then inner container, and then checkout to the inside of that. So that is something to be aware of. So I'm hoping that I will be able to help some people mitigate that in the future, where if you're having trouble clicking on your payout on your checkout container, okay, what you might want to do, click off to the side into the margin space. Now in this container, I created actually not that container, but the outside container, I created spacing of 7, but I don't believe that. Did I do spacing? No, max width, nothing's changed there, so nothing's changed there. It's just an automatic. So that's something to think about, and hopefully it'll help some people from bashing their heads against the wall. I spent some time on that. I'm like, this is not working, and I'm clicking again right here. It's not. You see that I'm clicking, I'm highlighting this information. I can click here. Nothing is reacting, nothing's responsive there. But if I come off to the side, now I have access to all my configuration. Now I can configure this to the way that I need it. Use a placeholder image? No, that's actually an embed code. That's very interesting that it's reverting back to placeholder container. So let me go, well, I'll do that another time. I'm not going to go through all that right now. That's been covered in another video, how to actually put that in there. So if you want to check that out, by all means, check the link above or off to the side. I think it's over there. But anyway, guys, ladies and gentlemen, that is another great addition from my business navigator. If you got other questions about how to use GroovePages, let me know. As you can see, I'm feeling some stuff out, and I'm looking for what other marketers and new users to GroovePages are having issues with, and I'm trying to go through and answer a couple, so this way everybody kind of knows how to use it. And of course, you could always refer to the Groove Digital page, Groove Digital training. They are building that training system out. All the information may or may not be in there. One cool thing is that they do have this searchable, where all the videos are dictated and you can search through. Like I said, though, not all information has been uploaded on there, which is why I present this to you today. So, with that said, without further ado, I do want to say, remember, guys, above always, till next time, keep on digging your well.